Okay, The Flash. Season 2, Season 1. Well, much better than the Arrow. I'll say that. Um, it doesn't take much, but there's a lot of errors and a lot of simplistic errors that I mean, they're just so obvious that basically it's a lazy writer, a lazy director, and it shouldn't be done. You'll see them when they happen. It happens quite often. Otherwise, besides the where the actors are forced to do bad and dumb things that I'm sure as actors they know better, and it's destroying the value of the franchise. But the acting is good. Otherwise, besides these occasional script savers and storyline padding, um, you know, stand on the mark, but you gotta move just to this place so that something stupid can happen, kind of stuff, is. And, I know it's a comic book, but you can't change your plausibility. Once you establish something, it has to remain. And trying to work around, I mean, obviously, I've never read the comic books. Uh, I have a life. But watching the show, which is my life, watching TV, um, is telling me a lot. So, I mean, obviously, there's a pattern, a storyline, a timeline that these characters exist in that people who read the comic books would obviously obsess about endlessly. But, and I can't really ascertain whether they're staying in this storyline. I mean, there's so many other stories involved, especially when they're dealing with the Arrow, which is, I mean, seriously. But there's so much more, especially when you're competing with the Marvel franchises, that you just can't let it slide. You basically should hire someone to come in with no emotion whatsoever and fire people that screw up and not let writers and directors destroy the franchise for their own ego of the moment. Other than that, it's actually a fun show to watch. It's very entertaining. If your IQ is below 80, you'll love it. Um, which is why it's pulling in, so many viewers. Um, but yeah, it's basically CW should be a lot further along at this point than they are. Fox, I helped develop Fox to where it became a major player out of nowhere because of me. So I know what I'm talking about. The people at Fox in the 80s know what I'm talking about. Nobody will admit it. But this is Mantis, and I've been geniusing stuff.